And here, by the way, about the mobile, just so everyone knows, the students have a key button for editing. If you want to modify the answer, erase the papers, review the papers, analyze the items if you want. You see the questions, right? Oh, the statistical analysis, are you drawing it? Yeah, it tells you the first question, everyone answered it correctly. The boy didn't answer it correctly. The second question was answered for a purpose. The third question was this, the fourth question, and it gives you a statistical analysis. How many answered it? There are 4. All 4 of them answered it correctly. So there are 3 who answered it, like for example, this one. Out of the 4, 1 answered it correctly only, and 3 answered it incorrectly. Just so you know, I marked 4, so I have 2, but I pulled 4 papers. So here it tells you 3 answered it correctly, 1 answered it correctly, and 3 answered it incorrectly. This question, all the students answered it correctly. In large numbers, it will become clear to you. It shows whether a question was easy, difficult, or average based on student responses, all in the statistical analysis. I'll demonstrate this analysis here. The analysis reveals no student scored 100%, and with larger numbers, it becomes clearer. I pulled 4 times, but with large numbers, from 80% to 85%, from 85% to 90%, no student scored. From 70% to 75%, just 1 student scored, and from 55% to 60%, similar result. It also shows the score distribution. Now, there's something else beautiful. Listen up. There's something nice about this report. You can track, save, or send it to students on Blackboard. Focus with me. You have a PDF option that generates 3 choices. The largest or makes 100%. There is not a single student. Of course, the amount is shown. What is with the large numbers? I only withdrew 4 times. But with the large numbers from 80% to 85%, from 85% to 90%, there is not a single student. From 70% to 75%, 1 student, meaning there are students. And from 55% to 60%, that's it. Here, no. There is none. It also shows you what the score looks like. It shows you what the score looks like. Now, there's something else nice. What is this nice thing? You guys, listen up. Focus with me. There's something nice about this report. You want to track it and store it or send it to the students on Blackboard or show their grades on Blackboard. Yeah, focus with me. You have something called PDF. If you click on it, it will generate 3 options. Here's the answer key, which is the key to the answers you created. And if you want, if you click on this first option, it will let you export as PDF. And it gives you a complete copy of all the students. Look, focus with me. This is really nice, honestly, really nice. It gives you a PDF copy. For the students and their answers, and what they got wrong and what they didn't get wrong, and all this story, so a student can have it right there without needing the internet or anything. You can keep it in the office or put it on Blackboard or anything like that. The earthquake was also written for the landers, so I wanted to tell him, okay, we'll just stop right now. Okay, let's go down. Exactly. Let's go down at this moment. I don't know if they'll protest the page or not. What's this? I just want to say that a student asked me for Adobe Reader PDF, but since I was busy installing Windows, I forgot to install Adobe Reader PDF. No problem. I'll install it now. It will give you a complete report in PDF that shows you each student's full grade, what they got wrong, and what they didn't get wrong, everything. Okay, I can send it to you. And if you want to check it out, you can look at it. I can give you something to look at. Or I said, the second one is also the same process. It gives you, but here, what does it give you? It gives you student's name and the grade only. It doesn't give you the paper, just the name of the grade and the student. Look here, gives you the student's name and the grade only. So here is the student's name and the score is 10 out of 18. How's his percentage? And the questions that he got wrong, what are they? I upload it to Blackboard, so everyone knows their grade. The second one looks like this. To review papers, click on the student, and it shows all pages in a PDF with each student and their report. First, second, third, and fourth students. It generates a PDF with all reports. The second report shows the student's name, grade, wrong questions, and answers. Clear. When reviewing papers, click on a student to see all their pages in a PDF with their overall number and report. It includes the first, second, third, and fourth students. For multiple students, a PDF with all papers is generated. The second report shows the student's name, grade, wrong questions, and answers. This is the paper version. If grading on paper, print the question and answer sheets. Then use the program on your mobile to specify the key. The second report now shows the student's name, grade, wrong questions, correct, incorrect answers. Now, this is the paper version. If someone is grading on paper, why 2 hours to show grading on paper? Print question paper, answer sheet, then use mobile program to set answer key. Scan papers, takes 3 to 5 minutes. Grading 100 papers doesn't exceed 5 minutes. Have someone assist or steady your hand. This is for paper grading. If someone is grading on paper, someone might ask me, why do you need 2 hours to show us how to grade on paper? It does not take long to grade on paper. You need to print out the question paper and the answer sheet. And then, as we agreed, you go into the program on your mobile and specify the answer key. After you set the answer key, you scan the papers and it takes about 3 minutes. And grading doesn't take more than 5 minutes for 100 papers. The doctor is asking how we upload it to Blackboard so that each student can see their grade privately. Seeing grades privately is specific. You go to Blackboard and then you go to the grading center. The complete grading center. After you set the answer key, you scan the papers, and it takes exactly 3 minutes, or at most 5 minutes, to grade 100 papers. But what helps is to have someone pull it under your hand, or you steady your hand well and pull with your other hand. Okay, got it. The doctor is asking how we upload it to Blackboard so that each student can see their grade privately. The thing about seeing their grade privately is specific, doctor. You go to Blackboard, okay? And then you go to the grading center, the complete grading center. You have this paper printed, right? You have it in your hand. Then you go to the grading center and say, create a column. Create a column from the top, okay? For the test you just conducted, is it a first semester test, a second semester test, or what exactly? For example, I would say first semester test or first theoretical test, like that. Okay, okay. After that, or 18. So if you want to put the most important thing, the test score and the name of the test, that's what you need in Blackboard. The name of the test and the test score. Then you say send. Now I come to a column in the grading center for each student. This column is available, and there's a button for a new column. Let's see it together. The name is First Theoretical Test. If you want each student to see their grade separately from the others, you open this and you see the student's name, Turkey. Yes, I'm going to the center with the frames, and I put your grade, for example, 20. They said, no, you're recording 8. You're recording, or let's say, for example, 8, you're recording like that. And he will tell me, Dr. Sami, we're doing this manually, and be careful. You won't understand you. You told me, student by student. But if you want to upload them as students one by one, I tell them, okay, you just upload the file, and each one can see their own. Yes? This way it tells me why, so that everyone can see. This grade is on a platform different from Blackboard. This is a platform different from Blackboard, but the advantage is that it graded for you in 5 minutes. I graded it for you and it took me 5 minutes. It's a paper test, but if you're doing it electronically, let's talk about the electronic method now. Doctor, it's paper, but the result shows you the value of the student's name and the doctor's name. The student is Abdullah. He scored 10. So scored 14 with that fluency, so it won't take you any time at all. I mean, it won't take anything from you. Okay? And the advantage here is that the student can see the doctor. Try to upload the sheet all at once. Okay, you can upload the sheet. You can upload it all at once so everyone can see the students. But of course, due to student privacy, you might want to create a request for the students. It won't take you a lot of time. And we're talking about the electronic test. The paper test is clear. Everyone. Is there anyone who has any questions before entering the actual test? The electronic test, I mean, does anyone have any questions before entering the electronic test? Right now, you can